this is a great shade for when I actually have sunlight on my face and actually have a tan. This is going to be my go-to. It's just so beautiful. Hi you guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I'm so excited for this video because we're doing something fun and a video we actually haven't done before. We're talking sunscreen and we're specifically talking fun tinted sunscreens. I feel like right now is the time where a lot more people are kind of on the hunt for sunscreens, even though you should be wearing them year round. I know I'm so annoying, but like year round, wear them year round. But I feel like spring, summer, everyone's kind of looking for good makeup options that also aren't just like a foundation with a SPF in them. They're looking for true tinted SPFs or SPFs that kind of make their skin look really beautiful. Kind of a double duty because, right, just having an SPF in a foundation is not enough for every day, but getting a tinted sunscreen or a sunscreen with a little bit of shimmer or whatever is a really, really nice option. So that's what we're talking about today. We have a bunch of good options in front of me here and I'm so excited, and one of them is a new launch. So let's just jump into the video and get started. If you're excited for this video and more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into this tinted sunscreen video. Tinted sunscreen, let's jump right in. I'm so excited. Before we get right into it, sunscreen is really important to wear. I know so many people that don't wear sunscreen and it stresses me out for so many reasons, not just for health reasons, but for collagen. Wearing sunscreen protects your collagen. There's so many benefits to wearing sunscreen besides just the health benefits. Wear sunscreen, you're just gonna age that much better. An SPF of 30 or higher. I feel like an SPF of 30 is good for everyone. But if you want to go a little bit higher, do your thing, but just wear an SPF. I swear your skin will thank you. I promise. Wearing sunscreen for my hyperpigmentation and all of that is the biggest game changer for how it looks. I swear. Anyways, I digress. I'm so annoying. Let's jump right into the products. First, tinted sunscreen. We're talking about one that was like so popular, I feel like in 2020 specifically, the Glow Screen from Supergoop. This is a product that is just beautiful on the skin. Now, this is an SPF of 40, right? Yeah, an SPF of 40. Now, this is just the original shade. They also have, I believe they have one or two other shades. I have their more tan shade, but I don't know where that went. Classic me. I'm always misplacing stuff, especially if it's stuff that I take on trips, like if it's a holiday or something like that, and I'm going somewhere tropical and I need to pack my sunscreen, I guaranteed I'm going to lose the sunscreen. Constantly. This is just the original shade that they have, and I'm just going to show you how it kind of blends out. And this has such a beautiful serum-y feeling to it, and it feels very hydrating, and when it just melts into the skin. It has a sunscreen smell, but it isn't a super intense one. I know there's so many people who don't like the smell of sunscreen, and I completely get that. It can be a little bit overwhelming. This one is not super overwhelming. It does melt into the skin beautifully. I mean, look at that sheen. It is just so gorgeous. Their more tan one, which is the other one that I have, is, I think it might be called Golden. It doesn't matter. There is one that's more on the tan side. I have that one as well, and that just is also just as beautiful, and it just gives the most beautiful glow to the skin. Again, this just melts into the skin and it doesn't feel like you're wearing a ton of additional stuff. Sometimes sunscreens can be thick. This one is not, which is really nice. Again, melts into the skin. The one thing I will say is products that have more of a sheen like this, and by products I mean sunscreens that have more of a sheen like this, can sometimes have some pilling depending on the skincare you're wearing underneath, but also sometimes depending on the foundation that you wear on top, because if their kind of ingredients fight each other, you'll get some pilling. So just be aware of that and make sure, you know, you kind of figure out what products you have work best together. But this is beautiful. I really enjoy this one, and this is definitely one that I feel like for a lot of people, it will be one that they love to grab. But just make sure, again, with all sunscreens, but especially ones that have a little bit of sheen to them, like this one, you just make sure the ingredients of the other products you're wearing work with it. I don't find that if I'm wearing this alone, I have any pilling, because sometimes I just wear this and I don't wear any makeup. if I'm wearing concealer with this, I don't have pilling and I'm just wearing this as a base, or if I'm just wearing bronzer with it or just blush with it, I don't have any pilling. It's more so sometimes, depending on the foundation I'm wearing, I just have to be careful that the ingredients don't fight themselves or fight each other, I should say. Or sometimes if I'm wearing a face cream, I just have to be careful of what face cream I grab. If I just go with my like tried and true First Aid Beauty, I'm fine with all of these products. It's the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. That one kind of works with everything for me, but with other kind of base products, I just have to be careful. Next, we have another Supergoop product, and it is their new tinted sunscreen, and they have so many shades. This is called their Protect Tint, yeah, it's Protect Tint. It's an SPF of 50. There are so many shades, which is amazing, and it is a really, really beautiful product. So we're gonna do a little bit on the back of my hand. I got the shade 32N. This one, when I first had to find the shade on this, like the shade name, it's all the way at the bottom where you kind of have like expiration date and stuff. And at first I was so confused. And then I realized like that was the actual shade name. But this is 32N. We're going to blend it out just so you can see the finish. It is really, really beautiful. And it does kind of set down. So don't feel like the sheen that is there, it's wet, which is why it kind of has a sheen. But once it kind of sets down, you don't really have that. It is really beautiful. It blends into the skin so nicely. Out of these two, I would say it's a little bit, the Protecting is slightly thicker feeling slightly than the Glow Screen, but not in a negative way, just in a way where it kind of feels like it has a little bit more meat to it. Where I feel like the Glow Screen is more serum-y feeling, but this still has a serum-y feel. Now this has a little bit of a sunscreen smell, but just like the Glow Screen, it's not super, super sunscreeny, but it is there, but it doesn't linger and make you feel like you're being attacked by the sunscreen smell, if that makes sense. It does go away, but it is really nice. Now, what I like about this is the way that it kind of melts into the skin. I like to apply with my fingers. Actually, all of these I like to apply with my fingers. Brushes and sponges and all that, no. Fingers is best with tinted sunscreens in general. I just feel like it works the best, and then you don't have any streaky application and kind of miss a spot. I feel like when you're using your fingers, you can really melt it into the skin. And it really, really, it glides over dryness really, really nicely. What I do notice towards the end of the day, like when I get home and I'm like taking my makeup off, I feel like depending on the dryness that I have, because I do have eczema and I do have like hyperpigmentation, and then I also have acne and just too many things going wrong on my face right now. I do find that at times, not always, but at times it can cling to that dryness like towards the end of the day. But when you're applying it and you're wearing it throughout the day, especially if it's warm out, I don't find that it clings to it, especially with initial application. It just glides over an initial application, and then maybe towards the end of the day, and I really mean like the end of the day, it can cling to it, but not in a way where it's apparent and looks ugly, if that makes sense, and looks like crusty. Now, I will say, just like the Glow Screen, the Protect Tint, depending on the base that you're using, you want to just make sure that the ingredients work well together, because I find that with like all sunscreens, it doesn't have to be a tinted one, all sunscreens across the universe sometimes can have a little bit of pilling if you don't make sure that the kind of ingredients work together. But this is really, really beautiful. I love this product, and this is one that I feel like on vacation, I'm not going on vacation for so long, but when I'm on vacation in 5,000 years, this is the one that I'm going to be grabbing the most, because it gives you a little bit of something, but it has nice coverage, but it's not looking apparent. It doesn't look like makeup on the skin, but it's giving you a little something. So if you get a little bit of a burn, or you get just, I don't know, you just want to even your skin tone out, this is a really nice one to have, because it just kind of evens everything out and looks really, really natural and beautiful. I don't know, I'm a really big fan. Next up, we have another newer product. This is from Live Tinted, and this is their Tinted Sunscreen, or what is this full name? Their Hue Guard Tint SPF of 50. This is a mineral sunscreen. I have the shade This is either an 8 or a 6. I feel like it's got to be 6. Is my vision okay today? It's a 6. And this is also a beautiful product. And it just, I've actually tried this on in a video if you want to see, and I've also tried this one on in a recent video, the Protect Tint. So if you want to see it in full action on my face, go watch those videos. But this is a beautiful product, and I would say the texture is similar to the Protect Tint from Supergoop, but it almost has more a silky feel to it, like the glow screen. So it's kind of like a mix feeling wise of the two and texture wise of the two. Really, really beautiful. This is a great shade for when I actually have sunlight on my face and actually have a tan. This is going to be my go-to. It's just so beautiful. I love this product. It doesn't cling to anything. I don't have pilling with this. This is one of the products where I feel like when I wear this, I don't have any issues with mixing with other products. It isn't quite as finicky, I would say, as some of the other products that we've talked about today. But this is beautiful. Again, beautiful shade range. Really, really nice. Just wear a very light scent of SPF. I would say the Supergoop Protect Tint and Glow Screen have a little bit more of an SPF scent, but not anything that's super intense, but it is less. But you can still smell sunscreen. It is a really nice product. I love the way that it wears. Again, I don't have any clinging to dryness, no pilling, and it is a really, really easy wear product. And again, it just looks so natural on the skin, but it gives you nice coverage. So if you do want a little something on vacation, this is a nice one to grab. I actually really, really like this one, and I was the most surprised by this because I kind of was anticipating not liking it, but I do enjoy it. Next up, we have the newest of all of these from In Beauty Project, and this is their Mineral Sun Tint. Wait, am I okay? Their Mineral Sun Glow, and I got their shade Medium Deep. They have 2 shades. I do hope they expand the shade options, just because I feel like it's not gonna, these 2 shades are not gonna work for everyone because they are pigmented. So again, I got the shade Medium Deep. This is an SPF of 43, and it is a really, really nice wear product. Let me do a little swatch on the back of my hand for you. So this is again the shade Medium Deep. This is one that I feel like will work for me really well once I'm actually tan, like even more tan than I would need to be for shade 6 in the Live Tinted. But this is beautiful. It really melts into the skin beautifully and just has, again, a very, very light sunscreen scent. I would say it's as light as the Live Tinted one, so it's barely their sunscreen scent, but still a sunscreen scent. Honestly, when I've applied it, I haven't even noticed the scent at all. It is really nice, and it sets down really beautifully. I like to, again, blend this with my fingers. I feel like when you don't blend tinted sunscreens with your fingers, that you can get a little bit of streakiness to them. But this is a beautiful finish. I don't find that it clings to any dryness, which is really, really nice. And it feels really similar to me to the Live Tinted one, but it almost has, it's like in between the Live Tinted and the Protect Tint. It has kind of that texture wise. It's really, really nice. I like the way that it wears throughout the day. I don't find that it clings to dryness, at least on me it doesn't. And I don't find that it's as finicky as some other sunscreens when I kind of combine it with different face creams. My general face cream that I like to use, or skin prep that I like to use if I am going to wear a face cream with a sunscreen, is I like to wear the Ultra Repair Cream from First Aid Beauty. That's just like a tried and true, and I never really have any issues with that product. But this Mineral Glow sunscreen works really well with so many different bases. I don't always wear a face cream underneath sunscreen because I do think sometimes that's kind of a little bit too much, and I'm just looking like I dove into the deep fryer for absolutely no reason by the end of the day when I kind of over layer. But this is really nice, and I really enjoy this. Again, I just really hope they expand the shade range options because I do think it's kind of limiting, right? Like I think You need a couple more options if it's going to be a tint, but it does have a really beautiful glow to it, but not in a way where you're feeling like a disco ball or anything like that. It really gives you that very nice, healthy looking skin. I don't know, I'm a big fan. If you've tried this one, I would love to know down below your thoughts because it is the newest launch of all the products I'm talking about today. And I do know that I have gotten a couple requests to review this, but this is nice. I actually really enjoy this one. I just honestly, the only complaint I have is the lack of shade options. Next up, we have one from Tower 28, and this is their tinted sunscreen, or what is it? Sunny Days something? Sunny Days, and this is their tinted sunscreen. I have two shades. This is the shade 45 Silver Lake, but I also have the shade 40 Runyon. Silver Lake is a little bit more neutral. Runyon is more on the yellow side. Sometimes I mix them together. Sometimes, depending on where I'm at in my skin, sometimes I need different undertones because I swear, depending on how tan I get, I swear my undertones change. I know that's crazy because undertones can't change, but I swear I need different undertones depending on where I'm at skin-wise. Because like when it's more not summertime, when it's more wintertime, I feel like my undertone, it becomes a lot more yellow and less neutral. But then the rest of the year, I'm very neutral. Anyways, so I like to mix those together or wear them separately depending on where it's at. This is an SPF of 30, I believe. Yeah, it's an SPF of 30. So easy to wear. This is out of all of them, the one that's the least finicky in my opinion. I have no clinging to any dryness. I have no pilling like at all. This is, to me, the perfect product, and the coverage is really nice. You can get a little bit more coverage out of this than the, okay, can I squeeze? I need to get another one of these. This I would say is like the easiest to kind of build up and it not end up looking kind of patchy, because sometimes when you want to work quickly enough where it doesn't fully set down any of these products, if you're trying to build up coverage, just because you don't want it to end up looking patchy, because sometimes when you let something sit and then you put product on top, it can look a little streaky at times. Not always, not even really with these products, but just in general, like building up products, you want to let something sit for like maybe a second and then go on with another layer if the coverage isn't enough. But this one, you really don't have any issue with that, which is really nice. Melts into the skin. Amazing shade range. Again, SPF of 30. Out of all of them, to me, right now at least, the Tower 28 Sunny Days is kind of the most standout one and works the best for kind of my everyday. But for vacation, I would say that I would probably go with one of these two of the ones I've mentioned so far. I don't know why I'm gripping this like that, because I could just wipe my hand, but I would go with probably one of these for vacation. This, especially because I feel like this is my vacation color. And this, just because I feel like it is the easiest to travel with, but also I love the SPF coverage. I love the way it melts into the skin. And this feels like it would do really, really well in more humid, hot climates, the way that it would wear. Yeah, that's it for this video. That is it for my tinted sunscreen video. I would love to know down below, what's your favorite tinted sunscreen? Leave me a comment down below. I would also love to know, which one should I be grabbing next? Which tinted sunscreen should I grab next and test? I really enjoy all of these, but again, most of them, except for maybe two, have their kind of finicky moments. Maybe three. Yeah. 3 kind of don't have finicky moments. The other 3 have a couple of finicky moments. Not stuff that you can't work with, but it's something to note. Out of all of them, the most standout of them all is, I feel like it's not going to surprise anyone, just because the shade range, the way that it wears, the layerability, like there are just so many good things about this. It's the Tower 28 is the standout one for me, for sure, because super easy to layer, so many shade options, which is ideal. And it just never does me wrong. And I don't have pilling, clinging. It is just one of those kind of tried and true standout products that I always kind of grab. But I really actually enjoy all of these. Again, you just have to be aware of the kind of finicky parts of some of these. But these are all really nice products and I really enjoy wearing them. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye, guys.